Road to Rock, Song of the Day, Pull Me Under by Dream Theater. Year, 1992. Genre, progressive rock at metal. In 1992, an 8-minute labyrinth of riffs crashed the party where 3-minute singles ruled. Then it just stopped. Silence. Across rock radio, engineers lunged for the board, certain the station had died. It wasn't a malfunction. It was Pull Me Under. For a band of New York prog disciples, that abrupt ending became a calling card. Dream Theater had weathered lineup changes, long auditions, and near-stalling momentum. Now, with a new voice up front and eyes fixed on a bigger horizon, they smuggled complexity into the mainstream and watched MTV give it air. The world around them had shifted. Grunge was the new language, alternative ruled the dial, and technical rock was considered a relic from another age. If you wanted in, you trimmed the solos and flattened the edges. Dream Theater didn't. Pull Me Under opens like a distant signal. Clean guitar shimmering over a pulse that grows, tightens, and finally detonates. John Petrucci's precision locks with John Mayung's steel cable of a bass, while Mike Portnoy's drums carve lines through shifting time. Kevin Moore drapes it in shadow, and James LaBrie cuts through with melody that carries weight. The lyric spirit peeks behind the curtain of mortality, drawing on Shakespearean ghosts and the reckoning that follows. And that sudden cutoff? It lands like a trap door, an artistic exclamation point that mirrors the song's theme. No warning, no fade, just the drop. Behind the scenes was a familiar tug of war. The industry craved hooks. The band craved horizons. There were radio edits, mixes designed to squeeze an epic into a box, but the heart of the song refused to shrink. It still breathed in odd angles and long arcs, the kind of risks that usually get left on the studio floor. Then something strange happened. Rock radio embraced it. The video spun on MTV, nestled between flannel-clad anthems and groove metal bruisers. An 8-minute prog metal track wasn't supposed to do that, and yet it did. For listeners, Pull Me Under became a gateway drug. It proved you could feel the thunder and still chase intricacy, that emotion and mathematics could live in the same riff. For the band, it was oxygen, a lifeline that turned devotion into trajectory, clubs into world stages. Its legacy ripples across decades. It gave progressive metal a passport in an era that said complexity was out of fashion. It showed young players that ambition could sing on the radio. And every time that final note vanishes into thin air, it reminds us, the most powerful endings don't fade. They'll. Subscribe to the channel and smash that like.